Most sailors don't know what it's like to win. For the amazing Robbie Nash, the current world champion and the defending Oneill champion, he wins the majority of events he enters. And he's been winning ever since he captured his first world title at the age of 13. Now, 8 years later, his sailboarding magic has even bewildered judges as to what exactly he pulls off. On a bad day, he looks good.
At the moment, I'm just trying to get the whole act together. My equipment's not really working the way I'd like it to. My jumps aren't really the way I want them to be. My wave riding's not the way I'd really like them to be. I've just got to get more coordinated, all around. I don't have any one problem area. It's just everything's not quite there right now because of the lack of practice. And at the moment, there's probably 10 or 15 guys, all of whom could win the contest depending how the conditions are, or if they're having a good day, bad day, if they're towing her off, and so on. There are really a lot of good guys now.
Sharp with a great jump. Top popping is Robbie Nash, and Robbie Nash has got a wall of water in front of him. Side slip, snaps off the curl, maintains, and continues. On the left is Alex Aguirre. Watch Aguirre with there. Nice, clean jump. In and out, scoring some big points. Outrageous. Winner on the left side, pulls out of the way, it's Pudmore. Pudmore and Winner, both tying aerials. Both attempting some aerial 360s, it looked like.
In the semifinals, Robbie Nash sets a new precedent in competition history. Nash successfully completes the most difficult maneuver. He helicopters into a 360-degree aerial loop and sails away.
Nash pumping for air. Yes! Robbie Nash completes it! Robbie Nash completes an aerial 360 helicopter. Incredible! Nash pulls it off. He saw what he had to do because Eric Sharp is very sharp out there. Ripping it apart, and look at Alex Aguirre down the line. What a hot heat. Non-stop action here at the 1985 Oneill. Sideways, one-handed duck jump, snaps out of the wave. Here comes Aguirre, he's got to make up. And he does. Oh, look at that. Feet apart, perfect. A jump by Angulo, a great snapback.
Now it's single eliminations. The final matchup, 16-year-old Mark Angulo, known affectionately as Baby Goo, from the island of Oahu. He has outsailed all challengers, and now he meets the remarkable Alex Aguirre. Aguirre, originally from Florida, is yet another veteran at the young age of 23. He has dominated Hukipa's major events since October of 1984.
Here's the wave. Here comes Aguirre, big hit!
In the men's, you're looking at Mark Angulo, Robbie Nash, or Alex Aguirre, in my opinion, to be right up on top.
My money's on Alex Aguirre this year.
I'd say the contest is going to come down to a duel between Robbie Nash and Alex Aguirre in the men's division, and Mark Angulo is going to be right in their third place, I would say.
He gets pumped up a little bit and says, God, Alex is falling. Oh, and that is a nice aerial re-entry, side slipping, coming sideways. One-handed duck jump, snaps out of the way. Here comes Aguirre, he's got to make up. And he does. Alex, undefeated, Hukipa, the last two events, you're going for your third in a row, the Triple Crown. How can you sail so perfect? Is local knowledge here?
I know, local knowledge helps quite a bit, especially on days like today when it's really gusty and offshore. Some of the other guys look a lot better when it's lighter wind, and then when it picks up like this, it's a little sometimes. So it is quite a bit of local knowledge.
Angulo right on the edge and making everything work for him, as Alex Aguirre, a perfectionist. Aguirre, 9th on the World Cup last year, 3rd overall in the World Cup in '83, 3rd in wave action. 23-year-old Alex Aguirre, living in Paia. It's right down
the matchup of the century here, keep it, in the men's division. Alex Aguirre, undefeated in competition so far, has got a challenger by the name of Robbie Nash, two-time World Cup champion. Robbie had to work his way up through the loser. Alex, is it a suit?
How do you beat Aguirre? If anybody can today, it's going to be Nash. Nice transition to pick up that wave for Nash as Aguirre scoring more points on that wave.
Look at it.
Back up lane, Aguirre now. Here comes his snap. Snapping it off the top, roller coasters down, makes it down the line one more time. Very off the left for Aguirre.
Robbie Nash is considered the best all-round sailor in the world. His World Cup championships attest to that. On the other hand, Alex Aguirre seems to be unbeatable. If anybody can knock off Aguirre, it's Robbie Nash.
Yeah, I kind of glance back and see what he's doing. If he does something spectacular, I try and do something too. If he keeps falling in, then you try and play a little bit more conservative. Unless it's somebody like Robbie who might pull something off ridiculous, so you have to keep going, even if he does fall.
And here comes Aguirre. Jeez! Another outrageous jump as he knows that down. One more wave. And he loops it! He loops it twice! Goes around into a double. Robbie off the top aerial rebound anywhere. Oh, beautiful! Here's comes some air. Long jump for Aguirre. Oh! And the wave breaks! Oh! He lost his nose. It goes up and over. On the outside, Alex Aguirre picking up a clean wave as a horn blast. Non-stop, heads down the line. A great wave. Nash heads out for some air. Upside down.
I was feeling pretty good. I wish I wouldn't have fallen in that one time. I had to go for a good swim. That might have cost it for me. I don't know. We'll find out here in a little bit.
When Alex fell down, I couldn't do anything. There
weren't any waves, but I think you got it because your off the lips were just as good as his.
Yeah, I was going straight up.
If it was close, but they'll probably if they give it to you, you're gonna have to go. You got to loop. You got to try a loop again.
Well, I couldn't that time. I didn't have any chance.
It was close, but I think they'll give it to you.
Both Robbie and Alex were fantastic on the waves. Robbie pulled off unreal transitions, and Alex performed breathtaking aerials. When Aguirre lost his rig and went swimming, Nash really wasn't in scoring position. The judges awarded Alex Aguirre with a split decision, 5-2. Aguirre, this year's Oneill Invitational winner.
Alex.
Thanks.
All right, here we go.
All right, thanks, Jack.
Oh, this is great.
All right.
Congrats. Thanks, Rob.
Don't lose it like I did.
Toughest competition was Robbie Nash.
Definitely.
The first. Yeah, that's the toughest one I came up against. He's like noted as the best in the world. And for a couple days there while we were stalled, I knew that if I got through against Charlie, I'd go up against him. And that was all I was thinking about was beating Robbie Nash for a couple days there. As soon as I got through with Charlie, I was lucky to get up there.
Sweeping high-speed turns, blasting off breaking avalanches of water, charging across hollow waves. The high-performance rigs and their pilots are seeking a vision of the future. And here at the Oneill Invitational, you expect the unexpected. Most sailors don't know what it's like to win. For the amazing Robbie Nash, the current world champion and the defending Oneill champion, he wins the majority of events he enters. And he's been winning ever since he captured his first world title at the age of 13. Now, 8 years later, his sailboarding magic has even bewildered judges as to what exactly he pulls off. On a bad day...
That's depending how the conditions are, or if they're having a good day, bad day, if they're towing her off and so on. There are really a lot of good guys now.
Sharp with a great jump. Top popping is Robbie Nash, and Robbie Nash has got a wall of water in front of him. Side slip, snaps off the curl, maintains, and continues. On the left is Alex Aguirre. Watch Aguirre with air. Nice, clean jump. In and out, scoring some big points.
He looks good.
At the moment, I'm just trying to get the whole act together. My equipment's not really working the way I'd like it to. My jumps aren't really the way I want them to be. My wave riding's not the way I'd really like them to be. I've just got to get more coordinated, all around. I don't have any one problem area. It's just everything's not quite there right now because of the lack of practice. And at the moment, there's probably 10 or 15 guys, all of whom could win the contest.